actually going. What was that?
What the hell is happening with my left-hand side screen? What the hell is that?
Yeah, well,
You wanna run that by me again? Why is my dice thing circling?
Are we alive or?
We are live, yeah, but my dice thing's doing something weird.
And just refresh the screen. It'll be fine.
You hope. There we go. I'll test it real quick. Roll. Oh, it's a 4. Nice. Alright, cool. Yep, we're good. Oh, no. No, we're not. Hold up. Wait a minute. Okay, now we're good.
Yeah, what do you mean, now we're good?
Now we're good.
Now we're good as in, now we were already here this whole time?
I mean, I was here, but I didn't enter the
getting
chat, and it was a whole big thing. We ain't gonna get into it. Just do your thing.
Yeah, do I have to do it again? Is this an again moment?
Yeah, this is the again moment. You want to do that again.
Ladies and gentlemen, what's happening? What's popping? What's shaking? What's cracking, guys? I am Sam J. Cruz, and you look through the eyes of J-Dog.
Correct. Hello.
And we are High Tier Gaming. Today, we are actually running our second campaign in a little while. This one is going to be known as Chase the Ripper.
Been a hot
simply
minute.
Put, our boys are hunting down a serial killer. And I'm not talking about someone who eats Cocoa Puffs.
Bruh, I'm just
With
now
us
checking.
today, however, is yet another one of our continuing guests. As always, we're happy to have you, Francis.
Hello.
Yeah, that's right. Consistency. We appreciate your consistency. But otherwise, let's get a quick rundown of the team that's here today. So first off would be Jay playing Sebastian.
That is correct.
He's apparently a bounty hunter who runs around with guns.
And he looks like this, basically.
Yeah, what he said. With us as well, of course, would be Francis, and he is playing... Oh, God, hold on. Let me see. Melivar, right?
Melvar, yes.
Melvar. Melvar is
looks like this.
basically like a Pinkerton with a hazy background, which is just like saying a Pinkerton. I mean,
yes.
It's funny because I expect the Pinkerton to bust into my house at any moment in time after hearing this, because you know they're listening. Okay, we know you're listening, you little punks. That's right. I'm not telling you where I live. In fact, you know where I live? Jay, where do you live? Never mind, don't tell me. Anyway. Anyway, they are both currently, they're not in the city, but they are on their way.
By a big-ass castle. This doesn't look like Victorian England.
Well, look, man, they didn't exactly have crummy rundown locations. So
Yo, Victorian England was actually pretty legit, actually, to be fair. I wish we still lived in Victorian England. Obviously without the sanitary nonsense, but, like, they had some really good legit stuff, okay? So back off.
You mean, like, unsanitary streets covered in dung? Like, yeah, that's real legit.
Doesn't this look a little bit like the Greenwich Observatory, but, like, too many towers?
Yeah. Fair. I did just say without the sanitary inconvenience, but okay. You're just gonna throw that back in my face.
Listen, that's basically all Victorian England was. A giant cesspool.
For everyone else that knows Victorian England and the majesty that it held, I thank you.
The majesty.
Well, you know, New York and stuff were just sending their sewage into the bay, so it wasn't much better.
Yep.
See?
Not to mention, you guys just go around shooting each other just because you can. So, you know.
That's a myth, actually.
The bullshit.
They didn't allow people to walk around with guns in cities back then.
No, yeah, back then. I'm talking about now, bro.
Yeah.
So we're a lot better.
He's just showing the weirdest images of you. So apparently this is supposed to be your image instead of your image being your image, which is throwing me off my game face,
What?
Jay.
Well, fix it on your end. That's on your end. My image is perfect. Thank you very much. It's not some weird whatever the hell that was. It's on your end. It's not my problem. It's on your end. You fix it. It's on your end. If it was on my end, I'd fix it.
Well, good news. Actually, if it makes you feel a whole lot better,
It doesn't.
we'll just pretend like, it's not the problem. So, little victory. Simply put, Jay, that's what yours looks like. And
that sounds like a big old you problem, dude.
That would be Francis. Ta-da!
Well, again, big old you problem, not my problem.
Just know, those are the tokens you're getting. So.
Wow, you suck, dude. Hold up.
What can I say? Life's like a box of chocolates. You never know when you're going to get something rotten. So, we're going to actually start with Melvar. Melivar. You are still currently at home. Or at least within your kingdom. You live here. What is this place called exactly? Go ahead, Frank.
I don't know.
You know. You know. You know it. You know it like the back of your hand. Melvar. Oh, your life.
God.
Like, I mean, after all, the difference between you and England is more than just a simple ocean. Your people have lived in a very different kind of world. Normally, you don't deal with as many humans as you will be over the course of this campaign. But for once, you've agreed to assist. After all, you are considered one of the top detectives here at, you know what? That's it.
Blenheim. Go with Blenheim.
I was going Pinkerton Lane, but I like yours better. Glenheim, huh?
No, not Glenheim. Blenheim.
Blenheim. But Blenheim. Bro, come on.
Crazy.
The fact that you couldn't pick up on that, Sam. Come on, man.
Listen, man. I'm not as British as you are.
Man, you're just losing your touch, bro. You're losing your touch.
Listen, it's not my fault, okay?
We need a new DM. This one's got Alzheimer's or something.
So, your roadway is basically all set up.
Is it?
You're packed up. You're ready to go. You're supposed to be on your way to the train.
Choo-choo.
However, on your way out, a couple of the kids that you usually run into come screaming out at you. Wait! Where are you going?
I'm sorry, I don't know why that threw me. I'm sorry.
I just imagine a little Winston.
No, this isn't Overwatch. That's the next stream.
This little like 6-year-old Winston who smokes a cigar already. Pat him on the head. It's work, little buddy.
Says to the 6-year-old smoker.
Listen.
He's
Back
a cigar.
Everyone smoked.
Whoa, come on, man! Like, don't go to work. Man, this cigar's good, man.
When you gonna come back?
It doesn't sound like a 60-odd smoker. For sure.
When you gonna come back?
There you go.
Well, can't rightly say. Hopefully only a week, but as long as it takes.
We made something for you.
Oh, cigarette butts.
No, it's only made of cigarette butts. But
yeah, okay.
It's basically it looks basically like some beads. It's like a little hand bead, and they have everyone's different names on there, and they've carefully constructed them. They're really kind of small because there was a lot of different names, so it's more like a scrunchie than it is an actual wrist one, and you can just barely keep it on your wrist. But he kind of slides it on there.
Mm-hmm.
So hold on to that and bring it back when you come back.
I bet you by the end of the adventure, he's lost it. 100% he's lost it. It falls off somewhere, and he just doesn't even know.
and all the kids at the orphanage die. No, God, that is awful. See, this is exactly what happens when you lose things. Don't lose anything.
Lose it.
Thank you.
I'm going to steal it.
Take good care of it.
I'm going to steal it.
So the little boy gives you this big hug, and I'm going to need you to do me a favor.
You know it's going to be something bad whenever he says that to anyone, every single D&D.
Did you say roll a d20? It was hard to make that out.
Yeah, it did muffle there.
Okay.
This little kid hugs you, breaks your spinal column. Well, that's good. Hey, well done. You don't usually roll so high.
17 morale to yourself.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
So you just went from 9 to 26.
Damn, dude, that's actually real good.
Don't worry, you'll lose yours.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, Sam. I really wouldn't.
So, switching around over here, we're going to sling into the current town, where...
See, now this looks like Victoria, England.
Yeah, minus all the shit.
Again, so, I would love to live in one of these buildings. Love it.
Keep telling yourself that, man. Keep telling yourself that.
I would. They look mint. They look awesome, dude.
I'm sorry.
Say what you want. We have really good-looking buildings.
No, you do now. They're freaking gorgeous. I've seen the stuff
then as well. The only downside is we threw our freaking filth into the bloody street for some reason. I don't know why.
And built your houses full of asbestos. That definitely helped with the beauty.
Oh, like your country did any better.
We followed you.
Yeah, well, that was your own problem. Think for yourselves.
We're not that easy.
You mean you're not that smart? Gotcha. Right.
That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. Jay. Or should I say, what the hell is your name? Sebastian.
Forgets my name in like 5 seconds. Unbelievable.
I lost it. I forgot
and
you already.
And picked the most British name. Why is there an anime person here?
Because he is currently standing about...
Why does he look like he's got JoJo's hat on?
Maybe he's about to hit you with a bunch of ra-ra-ra-ra-ra-ras. So, in front of you stands your target.
My target? Oh, joy.
Seems very uninterested in surrendering. But you could attempt to try to convince him again. However, both his hand and your hand are currently on your holsters.
Do I have my knife drawn?
Your knife? Drawn?
Yeah, as well.
Sure. Well, here's the thing. So, right now, your gun isn't actually out.
Yeah,
your gun's still in its holster. So,
watch me fumble this.
This is how this is going to work. First things first is you're going to attempt to outdraw him. Then you will attempt to hit him. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check.
Oh, fucking hell.
Actually,
I think my sleight of hand is actually alright. Oh my god, it is.
I just need a 10.
Oh, fuck. It's first roll, isn't it? It's always the fucking first roll for me.
Okay. So,
oh no.
First, go ahead and give me go ahead and fire your hand cannon.
Fucking hell.
You're not going to burn a bullet in this case, but go ahead and fire your hand cannon anyway.
See, that's a way better roll. Fuck, no.
So,
not by much.
You're also going to give me one additional thing.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to now give me a dodge check.
Fucking hell. That's a defense. Dodge, come on.
You got 4. Oof, 6.
Fucking hell.
Okay. Well.
Cool. Told you. Fumble. Fumble.
So.
What a fucking joke.
The two of you stand in a fairly crowded street.
Watch me shoot the only old guy in the street. Oh, crap. Wrong guy. Collateral damage. Sorry.
He watches you for a moment. and looks at you as he reaches down for his weapon. You shake your head no. He's waiting for you to move. There is an opportunity for you to try to talk him down if you'd like to try. But that moment is nearly over.
Look, I can see you don't want to do this. Just come in and it all goes away. Like, just level with me here. I'm telling you don't want this. You don't want to do this.
You're gonna take me in. I know why they want me. I don't want to go.
Doesn't matter. You're going in a body bag or you're going. I prefer to take you alive.
He kind of looks behind you and nods.
Oh, there's someone behind me as well. Fuck.
What would you like to do?
This is why I asked if my knife was drawn. Did you actually answer? Because I feel like I keep my knife like close by.
In this case, it wouldn't be but a moment to pull your knife quickly if you wanted to do something. What are you looking to do?
I'm looking to quickly pull my knife and just glance over my shoulder.
So you pull your knife, and as your eyes glance over your shoulder, you hear his gun pull from his holster. You whirl back around with your eyes and draw your weapon, but you're second. He fires a bullet at you, and it tears through your shoulder. You fire a bullet at him, and it tears through his skull.
Wow. Didn't have very good checks, did he?
In that moment, both of you went down a very different path. So, first things first, you are going to take some damage from that failure.
Mm-hmm.
You did 10, you got a 4.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be 8 points of physical piercing damage. However, your armor is 7. So you're only going to take 1 physical piercing to your grit.
Cool.
The streets suddenly empty as all these guys run in different directions.
Mm-hmm. Just backtrack. Have I fallen over, or am I still standing?
The bullet winged you.
Right, so I'm still standing, right?
It definitely felt painful enough that your first impression is it tore through your shoulder.
Right, got it. Cool. I'm just making sure so I don't have to make any other checks.
Looking over yourself, you're pretty sure your arm is fine. And glancing fully behind you, you can see there was no one behind you.
Oh, nice. Typical.
But with that, your target is yours. You're able to bring them in perfectly fine. I'm going to go ahead and let you roll a d10.
One momento, please.
You're going to gain another 3 morale. It would have been a lot nicer, but you just it kind of went bad real quick. So, oops.
Oh well.
However, you're able to bring in your target, and as you do, the first thing that's asked of you is, you're popular today, aren't you?
I don't care for being popular. I cared about getting paid.
Well, I can do that for you. He gives you a single gold piece, which is pretty nice in your case. But it's yours now.
Awesome. Any other targets that you want me to bring in, dead or alive?
Me, nah, but apparently a friend of yours left you a little bit of mail asking for your assistance in Whitechapel? Something like that.
Whitechapel. Am I from?
No, you are not.
No, I'm from.
You've been.
Yeah, no,
you've been there once or twice before, but you've never actually been to Whitechapel. I mean, you haven't been to Whitechapel in a while, but you've been there before.
Yeah. Whitechapel, eh?
Yeah, well, how about this? For all your good work in the town, I'll pay for your ticket this time, but don't tell nobody. They'll think I'm going soft.
Secret dies with me. You know that.
My man. The train ride to Whitechapel isn't without its view. You're traveling pretty fast, especially for a train. However, with some new technology added, you're going probably about 200 or so miles an hour. It's a bit jarring if you haven't been on it that often. Have either of you been on the newer train since then? Since the last time you've headed to Whitechapel?
I don't think I have.
No, I don't think so.
Seem to be missing something from my character.
Well, what are you missing? What do you think you're missing?
Because I was going to ask if I could do something while on this train.
What are you hoping to do?
Well, I don't seem to have the ability.
To do what? Talk to me.
Well, I had an ability where basically, I can't remember what it's called. It's basically I don't need food, sleep, water, air, any of that. But if I choose to use it, I can regain like grit that I've lost and all that. What was that?
Oh, that was either flux capacitor or the one you chose. Or I should say that was either that one or flux capacitor, and you chose flux capacitor. That's why.
I thought I got to keep both.
Nah, it was only one or the other.
Oh.
But good news.
Okay.
Yeah, that's been a while. I know. It's been so long.
Fair enough, I guess.
I'm sorry. You chose, rather than that, you chose the other one. What was it? It wasn't flux capacitor. It was outer hull. It was either outer hull or inorganic. You chose outer hull. So now you're durable.
Got you. That's the difference. Yeah, because I have flux capacitor.
Correct.
That's right. Okay, never mind.
Okay, so your train ride is getting near its end. However, as you start to move toward the front of the train, where it's first going to reach the station, you will run into some of the other compatriots. And by you, I mean you, Sebastian.
Mm-hmm.
Sebastian, most of these seats up here are taken, and let's be honest, where you were, that guy smelled. It was bad.
Mm-hmm.
So getting some fresh air in a fresh location might be good for you.
Mm-hmm.
There are two options. One looks like some kind of bug creature. Not exactly a normal sight for you. The other one is a small child who looks at you with giant bulbous eyes and says, "Oh my gosh, I haven't seen a robot in years. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Yeah, come sit down, tell me everything about you." Where are you sitting?
1, you're an asshole. 2, fuck. Yeah, I'll sit next to the kid one. It'll be funny.
Sitting next. So where are we sitting?
Next to the kid.
So you sit next to this kid, and he's just super excited. He's kicking his feet. Oh my god! Do you sleep?
No.
How much do you eat?
Barely
when do you
anything.
eat? Do you like fighting? Do you fight a lot? Have you killed someone? How many people have you killed?
500.
Oh my gosh, that's like he starts counting on his fingers and then kind of gets lost and stops counting. That's a lot. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's so crazy. Do you have a gun? Can I see your gun? Can I hold your gun? Can I use your gun?
My gun.
You have a knife? Can I use your knife?
No, you can't use my knife.
Can I? Can I maybe? So, in front of you, Sebastian, Melivar, there is a little kid constantly kicking at your seat as he goes on and on and on, asking question after question after question. It's, he's not talking to you, but you can feel him kicking at your seat constantly as he's saying these things. He just seems excited. Melivar, is there anything you'd like to do?
I'll put my hat over my face and take a nap.
After a while, the kicking becomes relaxing, almost like a gentle massage, as you slowly get closer to your destination. However, on the other side, I need from you, Sebastian, a willpower check.
Fuck me.
You are deciphering to yourself what exactly you should do about this very, very fun child that needs to not be here.
I'm not bothered by it.
Absolutely must do something about this child. You have to do something, or you're gonna the window. What are you doing to quiet this very inquisitive child?
I break the window.
As in, like, punch the window next to him?
As in, whoosh my hand over his head. Is this child small?
No, yeah, he's small. You could reach around him.
Okay, yeah, so I, like, literally, just lift up my arm and just go into the window.
As the window shatters, you hear a horrified scream from this little one. And they don't say anything else to you.
Okay.
However, as you begin to reach the station, the guard does, specifically the cop, who is brought over by the ticket master. And the cop looks you up and down and says, "You gotta pay for that?"
I flash him my badge.
Great. You gonna pay for that?
If you show me the papers, then yeah.
What papers are you looking for? You just smashed this train conductor's windows.
Are you sure?
According to the guys on the other side of your seat, yeah. And the two over there kind of look up and they shake their head yes to the cop, look at you, and then look away.
I don't remember that.
What's your name?
Sebastian. Literally on my badge I just showed you.
Fantastic. Sebastian, there are two ways this goes down. You pay for this window, and I talk the conductor into not pressing charges, or I arrest you here.
I just said I was happy to pay for the window.
Fantastic. Go figure out how much it is, please. The ticket master nods his head vehemently and runs off. The kid kind of looks. He slides as carefully as he can past you. And as the train comes to a stop, he runs off quickly. So, a few moments later, as the train, as other passengers have started to move by, the ticket master comes back. It should be about 150 silver.
150 silver for this small window.
These trains move fast, son. I don't think he makes the prices, and if he does, that's not your problem.
I think
Your
they're
problem.
getting swindled, if anything.
Well, that's great. You know what they weren't getting swindled out of? A window before you broke it.
Yeah.
$150.
I've heard it all before. Are you new here or something? How long you been in the
No.
police force?
3-4 years.
And you've never heard of me?
Not really.
Yeah.
Lincoln's my name.
Interesting. I go to the train conductor, and I literally drop him a gold coin.
He looks at you and shakes his head. Yeah, it's 100 silver. All right. 150, son.
Was that 150 silver more?
No. So each gold is 100 silver.
Is it? Okay. You're gonna have to break another gold coin.
Well, luckily I got just what we need for it. And he shows you, he's got about 60, 70 silver there.
Mind your tone.
The conductor kind of looks you up and down and decides to shake his head quietly.
Yeah, I drop him the gold coin.
So that leaves you with 2 gold and 50 silver then.
Yep. Correct.
Go. So, Milivar, the passengers have finally slowed a bit, giving you an easy exit. You begin to step off the train right around the same time that another man who you could hear behind you a moment ago steps off. The two of you are nearly instantaneously hit with 2 things. The first being a crushing smell. The second being a bunch of very small children who look like they don't have much of anything. So I guess the question here is, first and foremost, if each of you would give me a vigor check. I need you to give me a 10. Great. 18. The smell here is horrendous. It is just so bad. But the two of you stifle your noses.
I hate the city.
You and me both.
It is then that both of you are swarmed by children. I require from you guys one of 2 checks. Either a perception check, or, if you have a better chance at it, a profiling expertise. Profiling is your preference, but perception will do in the end.
Hell no. Natural 1.
Fuck me, not much better for me. Shit rolls today.
So who did what?
Fuck, I don't know. Hold up. He got a -1. I got a 4.
No. Did you do perception or profiling?
Oh fuck. I did
perception.
Okay.
I think I did.
Should have been 3 because I rolled a natural 1.
Okay.
Unless it works some sort of.
I did profiling.
Okay.
-2? Wait.
Would have been +2.
Hold
Yeah.
up. No,
Problem
my perception is supposed to be +2 when it came out as -2. That sounds like a Sam problem.
No, I'll fix that for you.
Okay.
I don't know. I can't fix it. Which one did you roll? Perception or?
Yes, perception.
Okay.
That ended up being technically it was a 3. Natural ones don't really matter when it's non-combat stuff.
I can't fix it for you.
I already fixed it. However, I'm sorry, Sebastian, what did you roll? Perception or profiling?
Profiling, and it was a 4.
Cool. So, you guys are just kind of swarmed with these children. And
I'm loving this theme today, or am I hating it?
So, these children are, they're just so excited to be around you. And, they're all kind of asking for money back and forth. And after a moment, a guy comes up, all right, out of here, you little brats. Get. Sorry, guys. Welcome to Whitechapel.
Gone downhill since the last time I was here.
Yeah. Remember, make sure to check your pockets with these kids. They're grubby. I'll tell you that.
Great.
I tap my pocket and my piece is still there, so I don't care.
However, you're missing one thing.
I know what it is.
Your piece is there, but not what was supposed to be on your arm.
Uh-oh!
Oh.
How did I know you would lose it in the first 5 minutes?
Oh, great.
Wonderful.
Yeah, we gotta start rolling
Those
big.
little rotten kids.
Sebastian, your piece isn't on.
Hmm?
Your piece is not on you. So the guy kind of looked at the two of you. Now, I want to remind you, here in Whitechapel, we do attempt to keep the peace, and we try our best not to use, guns.
You best go find mine, because mine's been robbed by one of them kids.
I'm sorry, what? You mean one of those? Oh, God. He goes tearing after these children. And the two of you have an option to wait around or to attempt to follow behind.
No, I'm going to follow.
Yeah, I'm going to follow as well.
Yeah, let's go.
So, as you guys dart down this, what looks like an alleyway, I will give you both an opportunity to give me an athletics check.
Fuck's sake.
Okay. Oh, wait. Where am I?
Race to keep up with these kids.
Hey, let's go.
Okay, let's give it a try. And I went about. Oh, whoa!
No.
Okay, that was weird. It looked like a 15, but it says it was an 8. Okay, that's just really strange. I don't know.
You've got a -8 in that, dude.
Wait, it should be -2.
So yeah,
they set that up so wrong, dude.
-2, and then the penalty for not having it when you check it.
Oh, is half?
Is -6. So.
Oh, okay, my bad. Okay.
Okay, so it is right. Jesus.
That is right. Okay, never mind.
That is a hefty penalty, my guy.
Novar, you are not keeping up with anyone.
So I scream, drop the bracelet. No resale value.
No resale value.
So,
oh my god. That's amazing.
Sebastian, you're able to catch up to about 3 of these little kids.
Does one of them have the gun and the bracelet?
You have a feeling that you might be able to see it, but if you stop to try to slow down and figure out which one has it, you might not be able to catch up to the leader of the pack. How you want to play this?
Can I sprint past them all at the leader of the pack? Like, sprint past the leader?
Give me an acrobatics check.
Oh, which one?
An acrobatics. Expertise, if you will. So, you put on your full steam. One of the kids in front of you knocks over a barrel, and you are already well beyond it, but you do a little bit of a slide roll hop over it.
Yeah.
Just because why not? You land in front of the leader of the pack.
Can I clothesline him?
Completely.
Awesome.
His entire body does a 360 spin around your arm before landing. Kid's unconscious. And the others freeze in horror. They start to turn back the other way. However, Millivar's not that far behind you, but the copper is definitely closer.
2 things! Bracelet and a gun. Drop them and leave. Now!
Your revolver doesn't so much clink onto the ground, but slushes into the muck. As does the bracelet. And the kids start to scurry past you.
I'm gonna catch up.
I hand Melivar his bracelet and I pick up my gun at the same time.
You now have back your shitty bracelet as well as your shitty gun.
Cool.
I take my nasty but obligatory Victorian handkerchief and I cover the bracelet with that and stick it in some pocket.
Mm-hmm. Yo, officer, you got a point of where you rest and everything? Where's the police office?
Of course, I can get you guys moving that way. I'm so sorry about that. That was
no harm, no foul.
Please, let me get you guys someplace to rest for the evening at least.
Oh Jesus Christ! I love it. Oh my God, I love it.
You guys are gonna find yourselves in Miller's Court.
Okay.
And that is where you guys find your rest location. I'm just gonna take these teeny guys and
that is not teeny tiny, bro. There we go.
The teeniest tiniest now.
Oh my God. It looks like he's being sucked into a black hole.
So, here in Miller's Court, the two of you get a chance to put down your possessions and rest and maybe clean up a little bit.
Yeah.
Before you...
I'm going to clean my gun.
Maybe introduce each other, or did we work together before?
No, I think me and you were meeting for the first time.
So...
I reckon we'll be working together for the next few weeks.
Why, you hear about some business in the police force as well?
Yeah. Unknown killer.
Fair enough. I put my hand out to shake his hand. Sebastian.
And I put out my claw.
Oh yeah, I forgot he's like a bug dude, isn't he?
Yes.
Fair.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't take the time to introduce you all. Regardless, I'm Johnny. Of course, I guess you guys have met each other now. Sebastian Melivar. Tomorrow, I should be able to get you guys all set and situated, and hopefully, Osmoa. I don't know. He goes by some whack name like Oza or something like that. He's gonna fill you in on everything. Hopefully, there shouldn't be too much problems. But look, we're just really happy to have you. Okay, this is not normal.
Well, Johnny, where might one get a beer around here?
Now you're talking.
Well, the court has some fairly nice places to drink, but if you want my opinion, while it's not exactly the cleanest, Gold Street's got the real good stuff. But by good stuff, I mean all the good stuff. Not exactly safe, but
Cheap.
The cheap. I mean,
Sounds good to me.
You know what? I'll take you that way myself.
Cool. My gun's all clean now, so it's all good. Let's go.
So, he's going to take the two of you all down to Golston Street. Here is what would be considered a seedier part of town. Whitechapel is a lot of things, but one of the most obvious is fairly run down, but still so well filled with people. A lot of the buildings are much, much worse here. Miller's Court actually had some really nice places. There were some apartments there, some houses. It's almost like a little motel that you guys stay in. But here in Golston Street, not the same. There are quite a lot of ladies propositioning people, and quite a lot of men hanging out on the streets waiting to be propositioned. Apparently, this is one of the best places for it. But, more importantly, there is a lovely ale house here. Or should I say, a pub. Gotta
go down to the pub. Yeah. Let's go.
So, you guys get in there and...
I adjust my hat and tweak my mustaches.
Yo, you have a mustache too? Bugger mustache. Oh, man, that's cool.
Yeah. The handlebar mustache.
Oh, yo! Oh, bro. That was fantastic.
So, the two of you walk in. And the moment the officer opens the door and the two of you step in, the crowd kind of quiets. There's mostly humans in here with some machines and some plant people here as well.
Zero bug people.
Zero bug people. And very few machines. They all stare at you for a bit. And not a whole minute passes, but probably about 30 seconds before the copper's like, well, get on about your business. And everyone just turns back around. Sorry, they probably haven't seen your kind in a while there, Melvar.
No bother to me. I sort out business like this all the time.
Good. Well, I'm glad to see that both of you are so, pleasant. But, you know, drinks on me.
Ah, now you're talking my language.
Goes up to the barkeep. Hey, give my boys 2 drinks. Anything they want. So, bartender looks around. How about the house special?
Is that your strongest drink?
It's the strongest drink in Whitechapel, son.
Oh, yeah. Bring it!
How about you, sir?
Well, my insides aren't galvanized. Just give me a pint of some dark beer.
Gotcha. So he pours out the dark beer first and kind of slides that down to you, Melvar. And then he goes into the back and comes out with something green and red. It's a bright green and a bright red. And he pours it into a cup. And as he does, there's a little bit of light smoke that comes from it and a lot of bubbles.
Yeah.
So he takes this and he's like, now I'd recommend you don't shot put it, but I hear it's a challenge around these parts. So we kind of
bring it. Let's go.
So we stepping this, or we taking this the full way shot put?
Nah, it's full shot, man.
Cool. Do me a favor and you give me. Oh yeah, you're definitely. Give me a moxie check.
Okay, come on. 14.
Your body nearly rejects it, but you reject your body's rejection and slam it down completely. People kind of look around, they're like, hey!
That's what I'm talking about! Let's go!
People come over there and slap you in the back. So the officer kind of looks. I have to admit, I'm impressed. That's a nasty drink to put down. And
hey man, if you haven't tasted my grog, yeah, it's nowhere near as bad.
Oh well, most of these machine types out here are they're not too keen on the drink.
Oh, I'm a different breed to them.
So, how long you guys gonna be here?
Well, in the pub all night.
In that case, barkeep, another round.
Yeah.
So the barkeep gets ready to slide another one, but as it's sliding down, the door opens. A guy runs in and grabs the cup.
Oh.
No more drinks, barkeep. I need these two. These three, actually.
Oh, come on. It was just getting good.
I need you two to come out here with me right now.
Official business?
He looks around the bar and nods.
Right. Melba. Let's go.
Look at Johnny still there?
Johnny,
Johnny,
what are you doing? Come on.
Johnny looks a little worried, but he doesn't say anything because apparently, from the looks of it, he's had this happen to him a couple times before.
I sigh and put my half-finished drink down and go out.
It's not even finished. Drink. God.
Hey, I like to enjoy myself.
Nah, man, it's about how much you put away.
So,
all right.
You guys head out into the street, and you wait until a carriage passes by and another one on the other side. He kind of brings you to the other side. So, here's the thing. Johnny kind of looks up. Do they really need something now? We found 2 more bodies. 2? Yeah, 2. I'm going to need you guys to split up. One of you guys needs to go down to Bucks Row and the other one to Military Square.
Have you seen any horror movies? When anyone splits up, it's bad news. Groups of 2.
That's fine, but the thing is, we're going to need your expertise.
Fine, what are we tracking?
I don't know yet.
What do you mean you don't know?
The bodies are fresh, son.
Let me see one of the bodies.
You think I carried it with me?
No. Don't be stupid. Tell me where one of them is.
This sounds like Batman. Sorry, it's really bad.
I could change the voice. I don't know. He's meant to sound raspy on the account that he's part metal, part human.
Oh, okay.
Like, because my guy's actually an elder, so he's lived countless years, like centuries even.
Wow.
He's probably watched. He was probably here last time when Whitechapel was just starting out.
Yeah, like literally, they founded it when I was here last. That's how old I am.
Back then, it said years without poop 1.
Yeah. Pretty much. Like, let's be serious here. Dude, he's half.
I have a question.
Practically all mechanical.
Have you worked the scene already and removed the bodies?
Absolutely not. We found them, but honestly, our main guy's working another piece of the case. We haven't even gotten the coroner's report from it yet. We don't want to bring him out until we get proper, and then we heard you guys got in, so we were pretty excited about that.
Well,
right,
it
take
doesn't
us
matter
on our
which
bodies.
one I go to. Just you probably better head out now.
Yes, please. One of you to Military, to Military Square, and the other one to Bucks Row. Who's going where?
I'll go Bucks Row.
So Johnny's like
Miter Square. Isn't that like Miter Square? Isn't that like a piece of
no, that's Miller's.
Woodworking equipment?
I'm pretty sure it's Miters.
No, I'm looking at the wrong one. My apologies. I'm just stupid. I need some
I
glasses.
said Miller's. What? What the hell are you talking about?
I was looking at Miller's Court. Oh no! I have no glasses. Oh, never mind.
No, Jay. What is it? Is it Mitre or Mitri?
I'm going to Bucks Row, which is right over the goddamn hill.
No, I was just asking how it's pronounced.
What is this? What's it called, man? You're the Brit. Talk to us.
I mean, I'm just gonna guess Mitre.
That looks like Mitrick Square.
Mitrick?
Mitrick? That looks like a C. Is that meant to be an E?
That's an E.
That's like an E.
That's an E?
Yeah.
Oh.
Definitely an E.
You know, because the word center spelled R-E.
Mitri Square. I'm going to say Mitri Square.
Mitri? Okay.
Cool. So,
consensus says Mitri. Let's go with it.
Hey, we're going to stick with it. We're going to stick with it, all right?
So,
it's a thing. It works.
There you go. Mitri on one side, Bucks on the other. So,
did we just get swapped?
Wait, did it? Yeah, no. He was going to Bucks, right?
Yeah.
Jay?
I thought the android was him. Never mind.
No, you're the android for some reason.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for some reason our actual avatars aren't there for some reason.
Yeah, it didn't end right, so I was kind of trapped with this one. So we're rolling with it for now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it's a bug or nothing, or if Sam's just not clicked okay on something. I don't know.
I wish I could say it was on me. It'd make my life easier, but sadly not. Yeah. Regardless. So right now.
Okay, so I don't have, as far as I know, any specialized equipment like an electric torch. But does the other guy have that?
It's Victoria.
Yeah, he's got a torch.
Okay, that's good because I'm assuming it's kind of dark out here.
Probably.
It's getting dark, but it's not to a point where the streetlights have even come on yet.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Right, gotcha.
Well, I say it's the worst time, but never mind.
So, who is starting off? Let's find out. We will actually lead off over here at Mitri Square. So, first things first is as you get there, the officers give you the world's worst and uncomfortable stare.
Bro. Oh, yeah, because, they don't like bugs or whatever.
They kind of look at you. What's this thing doing here? This thing is a detective that we brought in to do what you can't.
Ooh, snap.
Right. Put my hands on my hips so you look like you've never seen a bug before.
I usually like to stay away from freaks. All right, out, bounce. Whatever, man. Creep. So, you are brought into this scene, and in front of you is a body.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you go ahead and give me an investigation?
Okay.
Please.
No.
I was wondering when it was going to start for you, buddy.
So you're looking over this body, and there are some things that are obvious, at least on first inspection, and that's clearly they are dead. Obvious.
Please go.
It is clear that the body is cut up pretty bad. Obvious.
Is that like dismembered?
Not quite. No. It's mostly like the midsection is cut up. You're pretty sure the victim is female.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so much blood in the midsection but something looks wrong, and you can't put your eyes on it. Like you can't quite figure out what it is, but something with the midsection is wrong. Like basically the entire pectoral section is cut up, and it's open, so you can see some rib, which kind of makes you look away for a moment. But again, something inside is wrong. and
So
you're not.
it's a Flareon.
Yes.
Okay.
Who don't know, human, Flareon. Flareon is the word that they use in this system. It is, for all other intents and purposes, human. I'm sorry, carry on.
So I have some questions. I want to look at the neck. Are there any signs of like strangulation or ligatures left behind?
So you look over the neck, but you don't see what looks like any kind of specific strangulation. From what you're seeing, that most likely was not the cause of death.
Okay. I want to look at the fingernails. Gonna borrow the torch, see if we can get a good look. Is there anything underneath the nails?
There definitely is some. When you look at first, it looks like there's not much other than muck under them because they have, again, in the muck. But on one of the hands, you notice and are able to pull a piece of white fabric.
Okay. Now look at the skull. I'm looking for any signs of like a bashing injury or something like that.
At first glance, you don't see anything of that sort, but if you look a little bit further into the muck, it seems this person fell right here, and there is some general damage, but mostly from the fall, as far as you can see. So nothing insane. It wasn't as though her head was smashed back multiple times.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn to this other guy and say, do you have any opinions about the cause of death? Because I don't see a blow to the head or strangulation so far.
Honestly, my first guess would be the victim bled out. While I can see that someone clearly opened them up, I'm seeing he kind of looks to the side where the ribs are opened. He side. I've noticed there's a lot of knife wounds here. My guess is they were probably stabbed to death. Afterwards, I think this whole he kind of points to the ribs that happened post mortem.
So the kind of like deep stab wounds that would be from an attack, they seem to be coming from like above, like someone that was taller than her, or like straight on, or from below.
You look her over. First, you kind of look over her height. She seems about average height. But looking at these marks, they're definitely higher. Whoever it was clearly taller. Significant.
Okay. So this subject's probably of above average height. It looks like he was stabbing down.
Okay.
Is that consistent with the other scenes that you've seen with this particular killer?
He kind of looks at you and, well, yes and no.
Explain.
Well, we've had quite a few. Roughly about 8 or 9. More specifically, 8 that we can certainly attribute to this fellow that we have for the news has called the Ripper. However, there's multiple variations, including at times the wounds seem to be lower, at other times higher. Um, the thing that we've noticed the most is that usually the victims, well, their pectoral area is opened and they're missing an organ, namely the heart. Um, However, it's not cut out. It's he kind of does a pulling motion with his hand.
I look more closely at the chest again, so I should be seeing lungs, right? That maybe have been stabbed, and then
You definitely are able to see the lungs. One thing as you look through the organs is that you do not see the heart.
so am I seeing jagged, torn edges like I would expect if it was literally yanked out?
That is exactly what it looks like to you.
Are there any signs of burning or cauterization?
Not as far as you can tell.
Okay. This person must be very strong.
Well, that's probably why they call them the Ripper. Is at least my guess.
Now, this subject, is there still like any sort of purse or personal effects, or did the constables find them? Have they
Yeah.
identified her?
From the looks of it, her name is Sonia. I don't think she's a local, or at least hasn't been for long. We're still trying to figure out, what she did, but we have some guesses.
Well, I think we may want to inquire about where she was seen last. Do we have any leads?
Well, if the boys are right, she's a prostitute. So, yes, most likely she was probably last seen on Goulston Street, somewhere around that area. That's usually the main hangout, if you will. Normally people are picked up there and they kind of move around Whitechapel.
Right. Well, I guess we better think of it. Wait a minute. If she was working on Golston Street, then why is her body here?
A lot of people usually move from somewhere around that area to further in this location. If she was working and they brought her here to do their business, and she would have been heading back. And normally they aren't exactly given an escort to return.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I think perhaps it makes sense to go to Golston Street, see if any of the other streetwalkers can remember seeing her today.
You look up as one of the street lamps start to come on. And as you do, you notice a shadow across the rooftop. At first, it just seems like a shadow until that shadow stops and you kind of look a little closer and you can see the glint of someone's eyes.
I look up and yell, "Oi!" Does a person react?
They do. Specifically, that same figure starts darting further in this direction, going by rooftop. What are you doing?
I'm gonna try to follow him because sometimes when people come lurking around these scenes, they may be related to it.
All right, and with that, you give chase. So, I'm going to take a moment and move over to Bucks Row. So, on your way to Bucks Row, you're hanging out with Johnny again. He's going through them. I'm really sorry about all this. I know you guys were supposed to get a little bit of peace and quiet, but Whitechapel's not as safe as it used to be.
Hey man, once we clear this all up, We'll go back to the pub, and you can buy me them drinks.
It'd be my pleasure. Well, you know what? In fact, while we're there, maybe Johnny goes silent and then runs up towards a building. You follow pretty quickly behind, and he starts looking around. I don't understand. Where's the guy that's supposed to be stationed here?
Draw your weapon.
Right. He pulls out his club.
I pull out my gun and my knife.
You go further down this alleyway, and are you leading or is he?
I'll lead.
So, as you walk further down this alleyway, you run into what you assume to be an officer. But he looks messed up. Really messed up.
What happened to you?
He doesn't speak.
Oi!
His body kind of smells burnt.
Yes, I go to inspect him.
Here's what I want from you. Why don't you give me... Here's the thing. Do you think he's dead? Or are you just trying to inspect his dead body? Or are you trying to see if he is still alive?
I'm trying to see if he's still alive.
Give me a treatment check.
Oh, fuck. Minus. What?
Do you have any skill in treatment?
No, but it's a 0.
That's right. And if you do not have a single point in an expertise, you take a negative 6
negative.
penalty.
Yeah, that's right. I forget.
So, you look over this body. You honestly can't tell. You kind of check him. Your biggest concern right now is you could try to check his neck, but the way these burns look, you might make it worse if he is alive. And if he's not, well, then it's time to do your investigation, you guess. He kind of, Johnny looks at you. Is he all right?
Check him. I'll cover you.
What about the other?
Deal with that second.
He kind of checks him over, leans in real close, and listens. It's raspy, but I can kind of hear a little bit of breath.
Right.
He needs help. I gotta get him out of here.
Go, take him.
Will you look around for the other?
I'll have a brief look. Go.
So he kind of collects him up and starts running out. Help! Help! I need help! And he kind of runs off. You go further down the alleyway. And you come across a body. It is not one of an officer. But I do need from you a perception check.
Well, that's a bullshit roll. There drops on the screen.
You notice this body, and after a moment, you look around and you look at this body. It's been here for a while, from your best guess. You could technically take a moment to check the body itself, or you could attempt to check around you to see if the scene is safe.
I'll check around me first.
With a quick look, you see an additional officer. He is laying out, kind of, his butt is in the muck, and he looks bloodied. His face is all bruised up.
You okay?
He coughs a little bit of blood and leans up a hand to point.
Oh, look where he's pointing.
I need you to do two things.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing is to give me a parry check, and the second is to give me a dodge. I'm sorry, a parry defense, and the second thing is to give me a dodge defense. That's your parry?
Yep.
That's dodge.
Yep.
So, as you look up, you hear the clatter of what sounds like light shoes, and someone tackles you. They knock you into the muck just as what looks like a shard of ice flies over your head. Your gun kind of clatters out of your hand. It's still pretty close, but it's not current on you.
How close am I? How close am I to my attacker? Am I within stabbing range?
As you guys kind of clatter over, both of you kind of roll yourselves back up, and you're probably within 10 feet of each other. But I need you to do me a favor, and I need you to roll me initiative.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yup. Oh, baby.
You then,
I want to make more rolls like that.
Sebastian, currently standing not too far from the officer who was clearly beaten badly. He is going to be no help for you.
Can he not even crawl to grab my gun and chuck it to me?
The way he's looking, he doesn't look like he's going to be moving anywhere without help.
Fine.
Where you're standing currently, there's an alleyway to the right of you, and that's where you saw that shard of ice fly from. The light glance, you recognize that normally shards of ice don't just happen to be hanging around. That's not a well-known thing to you. But 10 feet in front of you is another man. He looks like he's got a robe around him. It now smells awful. But he's holding a knife. And a little bit behind him, just a little bit behind him, is your gun. What would you like to do?
Well, if he's in knife distance, I want to go to attack him.
He's about 10 feet away. You'd take a movement to do it.
Can I do that and still attack?
It only takes 2 energy to move and 6 to attack, so yes, sir.
Okay, I do that then.
So you dash up towards him, and go ahead and give me, since you have your weapon drawn, go ahead and give me your light puncture attack.
Oh, I like that. I like that a
lot. Sebastian, how are you putting this man down?
I go for like a sort of like I sprint at him, lunge at him, and stab him directly in the heart, and he goes down, and I pull my knife out of him when he's on the ground.
Fantastic. The man's down, but I still warn you, you are in the alleyway still. And you can see from a little bit away from you, it looks like there's a glint of white and blue.
Before I get up, after I pulled my knife out, I grab my gun.
Cool. So, grabbing that's going to cost you 2.
1, 2. Okay.
All right, your gun's in your hand. What's your plan, cowboy? Hey,
can I see anybody there in the alleyway?
I should clarify something. Grabbing your gun's going to cost you 3. I said 2. Make that 3. So
bro. No, you said 2 now. You can't take that back.
I didn't take it back. I technically brought it forward.
No, you can't do that either.
You did it. Accept your life.
I'm going to give you this one, but you make another mistake like that again, I'm not letting you keep it.
What's your plan?
Can I see the assailant in the alley who's throwing ice shards at me?
Only somewhat. There's a light tinge of that blue and white, and that is where you can see It looks like a body there, standing. You're pretty certain that's what it is, but again,
a silhouette.
Very much so.
Okay. I go to shoot the silhouette then.
Completely possible. Go ahead and give me your check.
Mm-hmm. Burning the energy for it. Well, I'll give it back to me if I can't do it. Oh, baby! Come on! Let's go!
Reclamation round. Burn one of your reclamations rounds.
Yep. Boop.
Fantastic. So, you race towards the first man. He comes in to swipe at you. You duck down and tackle him, putting the knife in. As you roll off him, you collect your gun, aim, and fire another shot. The shard of ice never leaves its master's hand.
Oh, yeah.
The man collapses. It seems you are alone with the injured officer once more.
Right. I put my stuff away and go to the injured officer and sort of like grab his arm and put him over my shoulders and start to leave.
You pick him up. He.
You want to say that again? Speak English! The King's English! Come on!
You get all free.
As soon as I hear that, I draw my weapon again. I draw my gun.
That would cost you 6 energy.
Oh, shit! Well, fuck. Okay.
First things first. Roll me initiative again.
Fuck's sake. Oh, that's gonna do it.
So, coming back over to Mitra Street. Mitra Square.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
This is such bullshit.
Damn it! It's not all about me.
I bet you if I went the other way, I still would have got the 3 people. I still would have had all 3 of them. 100%. I know what Sam's like. He loves throwing me in the deep end.
Oh, throwing you. Listen to this man. Listen to him.
No, I know it every time.
He's like, listen, man.
People, check the videos. Check the videos. I guarantee you, every time I'm on my own, he throws me in the deep end. It's always me.
Energy. I got big main character energy, yo. Big main character energy.
No way. No way. No. I don't want that energy. Take it away. Stop it.
So, racing down this alleyway, above you, this masked figure runs and jumps across another building. He starts to turn over to the left, forcing you to cut left as well. You follow quickly, or as quickly as you can. There is the sound of a crash a little bit ahead of you, as he is, in fact, a little ahead of you. And as you look up, I need you to give me a dodge check as something falls to you.
Oh, no, Francis. Francis, buddy. Oh, that's going to do it. Good stuff. Good shit, dude.
You look up and move just to the left as a brick falls down and smashes into the muck next to you. You kind of turn your face so you don't get it in your mouth or anything, but you keep moving forward. The man jumps another building. You're forced to cut in between at least one horse and carriage. I'm going to need from you 2 things. You're either going to give me an athletics or an acrobatics. Your choice.
It's going to be acrobatics for sure.
Got it.
This just seems so much easier than what I'm doing.
Oh, dear.
Oh, not with them odds.
No.
You attempt to race into the street, and this horse freaks out. You're going to end up eating... There it is, right there.
Crap.
Oh, ain't that lucky as fuck. you're gonna end up taking 1 point of bludgeoning damage, which will be reduced by your armor. Which I have a feeling.
So that should be 0, right?
Yeah,
that's gonna be that's gonna be the most luckiest fumble I've ever seen in this.
That is lucky as shit. There were 10 options there, and he got one of the 2 lowest possibilities that made him take nothing. Damn, Jay. That never mind. I changed my mind. It looks like Francis over here got that big main character energy. You gotta work on this.
The only thing I got is all the enemies. I didn't get no big energy. Shut your mouth.
So,
okay.
You kind of get yourself back up as quickly as possible. Go ahead.
Can I still see him?
You can just
barely to the ground. He's like, where is he?
So you kind of feel this kick, fall back. The horse freaks out. This giant bug thing. You kind of roll over through the muck, climb back up onto your feet, and race back in the same direction. You've got some options here. Your main option would be to try to keep following him as you were, but you're pretty far off. You do see there's a fence not too far from you. You could hop that and try to catch him through the building, but it's going to take you a lot more effort. However, you're almost certain you could catch up to him. At least put yourself back in the rights. What's your plan?
I could catch up to him by jumping this fence.
Jumping this fence and through this building.
Well, I want to give it a try.
So, you actually are going to start off by tearing either through this fence or over this fence. How are we doing it?
Can we try acrobatics check?
That would be over
the fence.
Okay, go ahead and give me an acrobatics.
Oh dear.
You acrobatically tackle the fence. Finding out that its weight is not capable of holding you. This is cheap wood, and it shows all over your face. So, as you're coming down, do me a favor, give me a moxie check.
Hey, well done.
Go, Moxie.
Unfazed.
You start to come towards your face and kind of turn your body over, landing on your back. There's a little bit of something that sticks into you, but not far enough to draw blood. You roll back over and start charging toward this building. There's an open door, and you can clearly get through it.
Okay.
This is one lucky break he's had.
You go through this, and as you're coming through this door, you realize there's now 2 options here.
Oh, no.
You can already see where the door to the back is, but it involves you taking some time and cutting left. And it's a glass. It looks like some kind of glass-ish door.
Oh, no.
The other option is where a family is having dinner. Doesn't look like much, but you could probably get around that a lot more cleanly, surprisingly enough. What's the plan?
Wait a minute. So if I go straight, it's just straight through the back, there's a problem?
No, you've got a problem either side. You go one way, you go through a glass, you've got to go through a glass door. The other way, you've got to go around a family that are currently having their dinner.
And kind of through their window.
Yeah, so it's either way, you fail at going through the door, you just slam into the door.
I'm going to go for the glass door.
You race around and you're going to try to you slide this glass door open quickly and attempt to go past it. I do want to let you know that where you are is a lot closer to a dog than you realized. Through the window, you kind of glance at the window, realizing if I'd gone that way, the chain probably wouldn't have reached that far. But I need you to give me a parry check, as this dog is both terrified and vicious. He's going to attempt to attack you. So that wasn't what you needed.
Nope.
So you're going to take 9 points of physical piercing damage.
Holy shit.
This dog is it's like a Rottweiler.
So, how much armor do you have?
Not a lot. My armor is 2 and durability is 4.
Okay, so you got
But I
2.
do have a shield.
Huh?
You do. Very much so. So you could...
Yeah, I want to bring up the shield.
So go ahead and burn off 3 energy, and you can... Is it 3? I think it's 3. Pretty sure it's 3. I'm going to trust my judgment and say... Yep, I was right. It's 3. Okay. So go ahead and burn the energy, and then you can burn off as much durability from the shield first to decrease that damage. Now,
okay. How much was it?
It went from 9 to 7.
Okay. All right. Let's take 5. Crap. And then it would be 2 grit, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So this dog comes at you, and it bites on your... Basically, it bites on your shoulder, but before it can get a really heavy chew down, you bash at it with the shield, and you hear... Arr! It falls over.
Okay.
And you are once more on your way.
Holy shit.
The assailant is still moving. And at this point, you're not entirely sure where you are. You've been moving for quite a bit, maybe 6 minutes. Now you can see them still running across this building. They keep glancing back, noticing you're there. And I need you to do me another favor and give me a dodge check as you see a glint of something coming towards you.
Go on, Francis. You got this, buddy. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy.
Oof.
There is an explosion of smoke in your face. And I need you to give me a moxie check as you attempt to keep yourself righted. So your face is covered with this smoke. And you kind of fight yourself from choking. Your lungs are burning. And your assailant has gotten further from you.
I curse a lot in 3 different languages. And I think I'm gonna kind of like go around someone else's garden and ask for directions, because hopefully not one with another vicious dog.
So you kind of find yourself, after talking to someone, you realize you're right around this area near George's Yard buildings.
Well, I'm gonna ask for directions to Golston Street, because I might as well go back to Plan A.
The bar.
No. That's Plan 0. No, I mean to question the doxies on the street.
Oh, gotcha. That's Plan A.
Yeah.
It's going straight to the hookers.
Oh God, I need alcohol and women quick. So, coming back around to Bucks Row.
Oh no.
When you hear 3, you drop this man who falls with an "oh!" and you pull or attempt to pull your weapon.
Weapons.
Right. So what 2 weapons were you attempting to pull?
My knife and my gun. The only weapons I have.
Fantastic. And that was a 14. So, here's the thing. You would be first to act.
Oh, no.
But this is round 1. And how much energy do you...
0.
So you whirl around as you see a much bigger than you man running in your direction. Is there anything you'd like to do? Let me save you the trouble.
I don't think I can do anything.
As this man runs up, the muck around him is just being sloshed as he's moving not all that fast, but in the time it took you to let go of this man, he's going to catch up to you. I need you to do me a favor and give me, in your case, it's going to be a moxie check, as he's going to attempt to put you on your back.
Fuck. Just 1 off an 18.
So this man grabs you and slams you down on your back. I need you to give me a parry check, because he's going to attempt to bludgeon you.
Good.
So he tries to hit you with his. He just tries to bring a palm down on you.
Mm-hmm.
He's got his fist balled up, and as he slams it down, you lean to the side, and his body just hits the ground. With the force, do me a favor. Give me a profiling expertise.
Fuck's sake.
Never mind. So that's going to be his action and his setup. It is your move, and you're going to return 10 plus your initiative, which is 0. Okay, so 10. What's your plan? You are currently underneath this man, and he has missed his hit, but you are still lying prone beneath him.
I grab my blade and attempt to stab him.
So, to pull out your weapon, that'll cost you 6.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I can't even do anything. Fine, I do nothing.
Okay. Now, remember, there are some other options. You could attempt to defend yourself. That one would cost you, I believe, 6 as well, but it would increase your chances of not being hit.
I'll do that then, in my turn.
What's going to be is a guard block. So, in this case, you're going to get a +4 to any parry check you have to make, and you will not be able to roll lower than a 2. So,
oh yeah, I forgot I do that actually.
Correct.
Oh.
So, he's actually going to attempt to hit you again. And last time didn't go great, but he's going to go again.
Where the hell did you read that skill?
Which part? No, that's one of the action options. It's not on your list yet, but it will be among economy eventually. Don't worry about it for right now.
Oh no.
Indeed. So what I will need from you is a parry check.
Yeah, it's a +2 to whatever I get, by the way, which we haven't been doing.
No, it automatically puts it on there.
Are you sure?
Yep. D20 +2. As long as you hit parry.
Oh, it is a +2. Okay. Okay.
Well,
that's fair.
First things first, you can't roll lower than a 2.
So I have to re-roll?
No. So that means you've automatically got a 4, and it's going to be 8 in total.
Cool.
Needed 10. So you're going to end up taking...
nothing, I guess. Fuck me.
Correct. So you're going to end up taking 4 points of physical bludgeoning damage.
4 points.
4 points.
My arm is 7 though, so
you're going to be taking 0 points of physical bludgeoning damage. Correct. As he brings his fist down on your face, pushing you further into the muck. But you're not taking actual damage from it beyond, the muck.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it's your action. What's your plan? Go ahead and give yourself.
Is this a new move? Is this?
Sir, and energy is yours.
Lovely. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I draw my blade and then attempt to stab him.
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's fucking go.
So, your blade, how much damage does it do? What's the agony on it?
The agony is 7.
Plus 2 is 9. Gotcha. So that's 10 points of physical piercing. So you bring this weapon up, and this guy puts his arm up, and you stab clean through his hand. And you hear it as he starts to scream. He's going to actually... is there anything else you're going to do?
No, other than defending myself at the same time.
Yeah, with 2 energy? Not likely. So he's actually going to stand up and kind of yank the blade out and throw it at you and start to run off. He's not actually going to attempt to harm you with that throw. It's just more of a tossing it out of his hand. And as you look, you can see that his ear looks like it's been stabbed somewhat. Looks like when he put up his hand, you were actually able to stab through his hand and into his ear a bit. But he's going to try to race off without you. It's your action, and 10 energy is yours.
Because I'm no longer in... Am I no longer in combat?
Depends on whether you choose to be. He's about, give or take, 100 feet away from you.
No, I draw my gun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I attempt to shoot him.
I'm going to let you know. Right now, your range is what? If I'm correct, it would be 50 feet. Unless you have something unique about your aim. It's 25 feet. Your aiming range is 25 times 2 for a total of 50 feet. Now, you could attempt to catch up to him and then hold off until next turn. Or you could do something else. What's your plan?
Be impulsive.
I'm gonna get the officer to safety.
So you draw your weapon, you take aim, you calculate the distance, recognize that it's unlikely that you'll hit him in this case. And you turn your attention instead to the man lying there in front of you.
Yeah, so I come out of combat and basically pick up my stuff and put it away and go to him. Lift him up again and go to take him somewhere.
He looks at you. Thank you.
Yeah, don't sweat it. You can owe me a beer.
And you limp him out. As you get around near the edge of the alleyway, 2 other officers run in. Put him down! Oh, okay. No, that's him. That's the other guy. It's okay. We'll take him from here. So
Probably
sorry about
good
that.
thing you guys don't have guns, otherwise I probably would have been shot there.
We're not trained to use guns. Are you okay? Are you hurt?
I'm fine. Just take him.
But what happened? One of them kind of takes him, and the other guy. What happened?
2 assailants dead. One of them got away. I thought better to attend to the wounded. There's a trap from the word go.
God. Yeah, I may have saved that person's life. Both of them. The other guy's okay. I mean, he's burned pretty bad. What happened?
Couldn't tell you. There's a lot of strange going on here. I think we better fill me in while being at the pub.
What? I gotta secure this scene up. But yeah. I guess you can go ahead and go with them and make sure he's okay, or you can head back if you're okay.
Best not to leave you alone. I'll stay with you.
I'll be honest, I'll appreciate that. I expect that someone should be here in a few minutes to triple up on me.
Once the scene's secure, we leave, though. Best not prowl around here for too long.
Okay. So, in this case, did you want to inspect the bodies of any of the people that you have taken down? Or the body that was laying in the middle that was neither of the officers?
I'm gonna rustle around their bodies, see if I can find some bullets to replace the ones that I've used, basically. Then just see what else they have on them, money and ID and all that.
So first thing first, just know your energy doesn't just restore naturally. It will take rest and recovery to restore your energy.
My apologies, did not know.
But second of all, you have some options among you. Now, there's some obvious things that you can see. Like, for example, there's a crystal in the hand of the man that you shot in the head. Not really anything else other than a piece of paper that says, you kind of struggle to see what it really says because it's partially covered in muck. But something about shining your light.
Okay. I'm gonna take the crystal.
The crystal itself is kind of blue tinged. And there's a little bit of white light in it. It's just a hint of a glow.
Cool, I'm gonna put it in my bag, I guess.
The guy looks at you. Isn't that evidence?
Evidence that needs to be kept safe until we get it to the police station, yeah.
Oh, I thought we were securing the scene. I'm sorry. Of course. Yeah, that makes sense.
You want to leave it here for an assailant to come and grab? Who knows what it is?
Of course not, sir. That makes perfect sense. Okay, what you can find, however, is the other one, of course, had a knife. So that's another thing that's here.
What kind of knife? Throwing knife? Stabbing knife?
It looks pretty basic. I mean, it probably could be thrown or stabbed with. So, I mean, you don't see any difference. Depending on the person holding it, it could be used as either.
Cool. I'm going to take that too.
So the officer again watches you take that. This time he doesn't say anything. However, that still leaves a body in front of you. The body of neither assailants that you killed.
Cool. I guess I'll inspect that while I'm here.
Okay. Give me an investigation. It's an expertise.
Damn, that's a freaking hefty penalty. Jesus.
The -6 penalty that's been there the whole time? Oh, yeah. Very hefty.
Yeah. Horrible.
So, an expertise is an expertise for a reason. If you are not an expert, you do not have
Okay, man. It took away my nat 20, okay?
Hey, man. Sucks to suck. Don't suck. But regardless, you are able to figure out a few things about this body. One, it looks like the body itself has been burned heavily. You also notice the fact that there are a lot of cuts on this body. Lots of cuts. But none of them seem to go too far beyond the surface. Most of them seem like they might maybe pierce the skin, maybe drawn some blood, but...
Did I have burn marks around them?
No. The thing that's burned the most that you can see would be the face and the neck.
Face and the neck, okay. Is there any, like, sort of, around the neck, does it look like there's been, like, a rope or something? Or chains?
No, not on the neck, but as you look over the arms and the hands and the wrists, you realize looks like there's somewhat of a burn mark almost on the wrists, both of them. It almost looks like a circle, but it's on one side of each wrist, almost as though they were together, possibly tied.
Right.
The thing that's the most obvious is that the face is burned beyond recognition.
Okay.
Anything else you'd like to do on it?
What's the officer's name next to me?
Buckley, sir.
Buckley. Is it not John? I thought it was John.
No, Johnny took the other guy back with.
That's right.
Yeah,
Buckley.
that's right.
What do you know about black magic and stuff like that? Any rumors or anything?
I mean, of course, there's rumors about it, but I mean, that stuff's. I've heard such a thing exists, but I mean, come on, we barely even have guns here. Black magic?
That's by your choice. Much to my discretion, you should change that immediately.
I think we're pretty happy with it. I mean, we've had far less crime since we've increased the number of guns here. This is in fact the worst that Whitechapel has ever been. Just,
And no
I don't even-
guns to defend yourself with. Pitiful. But look at the face. It's burnt beyond recognition. What could do that? Around the neck, around the wrists as well. You gonna tell me this was done with just a knife?
Fire, maybe? Do you could have been fire?
So you're gonna tell me that someone was able to specifically burn tiny little bits around the neck with just fire, which is unpredictable in burning patterns.
Sir, I'm not a coroner. I wouldn't know. As you once again point back at this face, you now notice that there's something else about it that's a little different.
Mhm.
Some of the blood vessels look raised, almost like something went through them and kind of forced them to rise up. Looking back over them, do me a favor. Give me. This one's a tough one. Why don't you give me a history check? Oh, so in that case, a memorization.
16.
You've hunted down a lot of people. In fact, one of the people you hunted down was during a storm,
Mm-hmm.
a lightning storm. You guys were running across a rooftop. They caught on to, well, a lightning rod, and that lightning rod got very unlucky very quickly. The person fell and died, and when you went down to look, these raises, the raises on them, they looked the same. The face wasn't as burned, but it was somewhat burned. But those raise marks, they were the same. They looked similar. Patterns, of course, different, but then again, as you would probably know, lightning doesn't exactly look the same on every person.
You, officer, what was your name?
Buckley, sir.
Buckley. Any recent storms here?
Well, no, sir. I mean, well, there was a rain a couple days ago, but
Cool.
nothing.
This body's fresh. And you want to tell me it's not black magic. So tell me why I recognize these marks. The last person with these marks got struck by lightning.
Oh, I'm gonna be honest, sir. I don't know. I don't know. It's not black magic. I'm not a coroner, sir.
Coroner's not gonna tell you it's black magic. It's obvious though. Been hunting a long time. Probably before you were born.
Oh, okay. That's a long time. I've been born about like 25, 6 now. Pretty long time.
Just a baby.
Average life expectancy is like 40 out here.
You wouldn't want to hear how old I am then. Right. I think we clear this up and head out.
After a few more minutes, a couple more officers come by. Supposed to be 3, but after the other person's brought back, it looks like there's about 5. So, taking one final swing over to Galston Street. What exactly are you doing?
He's asking
I
some
go
hookers some
meet
questions.
one of the friendly ladies of the night, and I start
knew it.
asking if they know a young lady named Sonia, and then I describe the dress she was wearing.
Sonia.
The first couple you ask seem more interested in asking you if you're ready for the best night of your life. Guessing you're going to decline.
No, I'm gonna circle the conversation back to the recent murders and ask them if there's anyone on the street who can help me.
That will make 2 of them very uncomfortable. The third one, you said her name was what now?
Sonia.
Sonia. Sherry might know that. I mean, I think.
Is Sherry out here now?
Yeah. She kind of points to a shorter young lady who's looks like she's currently arm in arm with a man walking somewhat in this direction.
I come up, tip my hat. Sorry to bother you, ma'am. There's a young lady named Sonia.
Hey, man. Hey, pick your own, man. Come on. Gulf Street's big.
Excuse me, this is police business.
Oh,
young woman's been murdered.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll head on out.
It's only take a minute. There's no need. Miss Sherry, I'm sorry you're hearing about it this way, but Miss Sonia was found recently, murdered. Did you see her today, earlier?
Oh, Sonia? No, that can't be possible. Sonia, of course I saw her earlier. Are you sure?
About what time, ma'am?
Maybe 2 or no 5. It's been some hours. She usually does a few rounds. Some of us girls spread out a little bit more to guys who are coming out of work a chance to, calm down a little bit, relax.
Yeah, we think so. She was found in Mitra Square.
Mitra. Last time I saw her, there was one guy I noticed her with, walking in that direction. Big guy. He was kind of tall. He looked a little muscular. He might have been a butcher. He had like this white this white shirt on with a black one of the it's I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You're doing great. Thank you.
He had an apron.
Did you see his face at all?
I don't remember.
It's not someone you've seen around here before.
I mean, what's your name?
My name is Melvar.
Mel, I'm gonna be honest. There are so many people. I see so many people. I mean, he was unusual because he was tall, but I mean, nothing else really stood out. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, so of course. Do you recall what direction they were leaving in?
Well, Mitra Square. It just.
Okay.
It's the only reason why I remembered that. That was maybe maybe 6-7 hours ago.
Okay. Thank you very much, Miss Sherry. You've been a great help. I'm a bit of a hired gun, but I'm working with the police department right now. So if you ever see him again, please let one of the constables know.
Of course, I'll. Yeah. Okay.
And also, you don't happen to know anything about her next of kin?
I'm the closest thing to next to kin she had.
Uh, well, they're going to take her body to the coroner's office. I suppose there's some charities that do last rites.
Suppose I'll head that way then. Hey, come on! What about my? She kind of shoves the guy, and he kind of falls into the muck. Run, bitch. And so,
More where that came from. Leave her alone.
the guy kind of gets up and shakes a little muck off, and quickly saunters off. She's going to head towards the coroner. The coroner. Coroner.
Coroner.
Okay. Now I know I ran off without much notice. Is there some way I want to get back in touch with my police contact?
It's completely possible. You're able to get back there and get him caught up with what's going on or what you spoke of.
Right. And I'm gonna share. We saw that white fiber, and the description of the last person she was seen with was wearing a white shirt, and he's tall, so certainly a strong suspect. No ID on the face, and not a regular.
So, where are you guys both meeting back up?
Pub.
Yeah, I think back at the pub. I mean, running's really thirsty work.
Yeah.
So, back at Golston Street, the two of you are once more brought together. And Johnny, after some time, returns. He actually buys you guys an additional drink. Thanks for your help today, guys. Uh, I heard some crazy things happened on the other side, too. So, are these. He kind of looks at the two of you. Are these more Ripper killings?
Ripper
Well,
killings.
I think ours was. The heart was ripped out.
You mean that's an actual thing?
Natural? Well, not
No,
necessarily.
not that. The Ripper. When I was
Well,
back
it's
here,
odd.
that was
The
just
constables told me that sometimes the angle of entry with the stabbing is from above and sometimes from below. And the man who was described was tall, and the wounds were from above. But if this person or thing can change its size, that might explain it, or it may be more than one person with the same MO.
When I was first here, it was a bedtime story to keep the kids from being little shits. Didn't know it was an actual thing here. Did your body have, like, burn marks on it?
No.
None whatsoever?
Stab wounds. And some. Well, it looks like the only thing that was used was a knife.
So we're looking at two different killers here. Possibly. Or we're looking at the same killer just wanting to throw us off the scent.
Well, it's odd. There was someone at the scene. I gave chase for some time, but he got away from me. Goddamn dog.
Yeah, one of mine got away. I killed the first two, but sadly the third one got away.
Well, it seems like we were on opposite sides of town at the same time, so can't be the same person.
He could have henchmen.
Indeed.
It's not always one singular person working on his own. But that would be quite a following. They could be doing his bidding. Say, reaping the souls that he seems to deem necessary, and he does maybe the odd killing every now and then with the blade, while his underlings do it a different way.
It's hard for me to understand, I guess.
If he were simply eating his victims, it would make more sense to me.
True that, Bugman. True that.
Johnny kind of looks at you horrified when he hears that eating people part, but he kind of just shakes his head and, well, whatever this is, hopefully you can catch all these guys. There's usually not this much disaster in Whitechapel, but gods, in this last few weeks alone, we're at 9 now, 10 if you include whoever burned this person. It just don't make no sense.
We'll sort it out.
Yeah, somebody better, otherwise this whole Ripper thing is gonna really blow out of proportions. Funny thing, there's one thing that happened once, and I haven't seen it ever happen again. It was at the first Ripper sighting. Basically, in blood on the wall, there was someone painted something.
What was it?
Well, it said weird, but into thine arms the world welcomes. JACK. And it always creeped me out.
Jack the Ripper. Someone really likes that story. Enough to bring it to life.
Gods. What the hell's going on in Whitechapel? So, that is actually where we will end our session.
Nice.
Are we gonna get a long rest?
We'll worry about that next session. But what we will worry about now, for all of your hard work and effort, is both of you can go ahead and give yourselves, all the way at the end, where it says expended CP and maximum CP, you're going to give yourself 2 expended CP, or I'm sorry, 0 expended CP, right? Yeah, 0 expended, 2 expended.
Mine's at 30.
So it should be, actually, I'm sorry, there we go. So it should be 30 expended CP, and then give yourself a maximum of 2 additional CP. That's better. That makes more sense. So your
32.
expended should be maxed out currently, and then you're going to give yourself a 32 rather than just 30.
Okay.
So cool. That means that the next time you guys get a chance to sleep, you will be able to upgrade any skills that you choose. However, expertise will take a little more time. Powers will take more time than that. But otherwise, gentlemen, how'd you do? How'd you feel? How you feeling?
That was fun.
That was good. I liked that.
Fantastic. And nobody died. You guys got separated. Party got separated. Jay went and took on 3 perps. And survived.
And survived, yes.
You took on a murderous dog who hit you for 10 goddamn damage.
That was rough.
And survived with, like, what'd you take, 2 damage?
Yeah.
Crap. Well, gentlemen, more importantly, ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, we always appreciate you. Like, having you guys here is just the best. Really fun to know that we're getting a chance to get this story out so you guys can hear the mystery of this unique Ripper. Just so you know, this story does not follow the exact methods of the legendary Jack the Ripper. It is a retelling of that tale in a different way in a different world. So you expect the twists to be the same. Don't expect, in fact,
you mistaken.
Do yourself a favor and expect the unexpected. But we do want to thank you for joining us here. If you guys enjoyed yourself, please do make sure to follow us over there on Twitch. And for those of you who see this on YouTube, please remember to like, share this video, and subscribe to Higher Tier Gaming. We, of course, have a Discord channel, High Tier Gaming, in case you're curious. And we'd love for you to just come in, hang out, say hi. Ask some questions. We might even give you some answers. Jay, have I missed anything?
If you're on this side, make sure to go to the homepage of this Twitch account, and you'll see all the links. You'll see a Spotify link to my band where 2 songs are currently out. More is on the way. You've got a link to the YouTube channel, so you can go over and subscribe on there for all the videos that we've done. And also, the Discord is linked there as well, that Sam mentioned. So definitely go check that out, guys. But other than that, I think until the next video, we will catch you later.
Take it easy, guys.
All right.